opinion and expression.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure that a young girl, Farah, is with us. She has been involved in promoting and protecting the human rights. I will offer her to be on the podium. Farah, you come here and sit there. At very young age, she has been involved in the promotion and protection of human rights. Thank you, Farah. Now I will move to my list. I will invite Madam Nora Ahabata. She is the expert on education. I will invite
persons in this room talked about politics, firmly criticized it, made jokes about it or laughed about it through WhatsApp. Please. Can you imagine go to jail for it? Well, that's exactly what is happening right there, right now. And these are the kind of bombastic expressions the authorities have used over recent years to target political activists, opponents, and critics. The Bahrain Center of Human Rights consider this surveillance of the contents of private WhatsApp groups and messages a violation of imposing arbitrary restrictions on social media platforms and repeal all laws that hinder the right to free expression. Bahrain has failed to uphold its international commitments and continues to violate its people's fundamental rights. And without this freedom of expression and freedom to the media, an informed, active, and engaged citizenry is impossible. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I will invite Madam Daniela Lopez.
I need to leave. I need to leave.
Oh, yes.
I need to leave.
Our friend, Ambassador Ronald.
Your panel doesn't mention the name of the lady who just made this speech. Could you kindly give your name to us?
Yeah. Her name is Nora Ahbata.
But it's not on the list. Yeah. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah. She is representing actually the director of the International Institute. I made it clear in the opening. Okay, thank you very much. I invite Madam Daniela. Ambassador Ronald Vance has to deliver the statement on upstairs in the Human Rights Council, and for that reason I will give him the floor. Mr. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. I will speak very briefly on what the freedom of expression means to us as peoples under foreign domination and colonial occupation. This is inextricably linked to the freedom of assembly and the right to participate and to consent through a referendum that allows us to determine the status of our relationship with the colonial power or those occupying us. This is based on the United Nations decolonization resolution, so that the participation and consent means if you are a state of peoples, you have the right to determine whether you would like to be independent or to have a lesser status of independence, or to develop your own level of relationship with the state concerned. So for those of us from Alaska, we have a particular history where this history is not written in the history books by the colonial power. Of course, the history with Russia is that we were independent. The United States and its diplomatic communications determined that we were independent because they did not want the monarchy of Russia to gain a trade monopoly with China. So under Article 73 of the UN Charter, the freedom of expression is determined by the free political institutions, and the freedom of expression through the peoples vested with the right to self-determination must be exercised through the institutions emanating from the peoples and not through the colonial or occupying state or its puppet institutions or individuals. This is very important not only for us, but for Pakistan, for the peoples of Kashmir and other colonial peoples. I'd like to thank the two speakers who spoke formally, because what they say is directly related to our rights. Thank you.